Today's five English atonement, autumn, confess, defilement, desolation, deep, dawn, fast, generation, horn, internal, sacrifice, permanent, Sabbath, smear, task, total. Leviticus chapter 16 verse 18. Then Aaron will go out to make atonement for the altar that stand before the Lord by smearing some of the blood from the bull and the goat on each of the altar's horn. Then he must dip his finger into the blood and sprinkle it 7 times over the altar. In this way he will cleanse him from Israel's defilement and return it to its former holiness. When Aaron has finished making atonement for the most holy place, the tabernacle and the altar, he must bring the living goat forward. He is to lay both of his hands on the goat's head and confess over it all the sins and rebellion of the Israelites. In this way, he will lay the people's sins on the head of the goat, and he will send it out into the wilderness, led by a man chosen for his task. After the man set it free in the wilderness, the goat will carry all the people's sins upon itself into a desolate land. As Aaron entered the tabernacle, he must take up the linen garments he wore where he entered the most holy place, and he must leave the garments there. Then he must bathe this entire body with water in a sacred place, put on his garments, and go out to sacrifice his own whole burnt offering and the whole burnt offering for the people. In this way he will make atonement for himself and for the people. He must also burn all the fat of the sin offering on the altar. The man chosen to send the goat out into the wilderness as a scapegoat must wash his clothes and bathe in water. Then he may return to the camp. The bull and goat given as sin offering, whole blood Aaron's brought into the most holy place to make atonement for Israel, will be carried outside the camp to burn. This includes the animal's hides, the internal organ, and the dung. The man who does the burning must wash his clothes and bathe himself in the water before returning to the camp. On the appointed day in early autumn, you must spend the day fasting and not do any work. This is permanent law for you, and apply to those who are Israelite by birth, as well as to the foreigners living among you. On this day, atonement will be made for you, and you will be cleansed from all your sin in the Lord's presence. It will be Sabbath day of total rest, and you will spend the day in fasting. This is permanent law for you.